Hey, what's up YouTube? Sapper back with another review video. For this video, we're going to be reviewing Battlefield 1 for the PS4. So for a little background for me in Battlefield games, the first Battlefield game I had played was Bad Company 2, and I had both Bad Company 2 and the Vietnam pack, and I played that tons. I put hundreds, if not thousands of hours into that game, and I absolutely loved it. It's what drew me back to the Battlefield series. After that, I had played the beta for Battlefield 3, and I wasn't too impressed with it. And then I played Battlefield 4 and Hardline, both on PC. And I had bought both of those games at release, and there were a lot of bugs, especially for PC. So I didn't really have fun with them, so I haven't played a Battlefield game in quite a while. Now, if you're new to the Battlefield series, Battlefield is a first-person shooter like Call of Duty and Destiny, with the main difference being that Battlefield is a lot more realistic. So you're not going to get the like Call of Duty where you shoot people 2 or 3 times and they die. It takes quite a bit of hits to kill them, and that's one of the things that I've always liked most about Battlefield. And then on top of that, Battlefield games will have destructible environments. So if somebody's hiding behind a wall, you can actually destroy the wall and shoot them through it. If somebody's hiding in a building, you can take a tank and destroy the building. Now, one thing that I've noticed that's different between this Battlefield and the other Battlefields that I've played is there's a lot less vehicles in this Battlefield. I know that when I was playing Battlefield 3, it seemed like everybody had a tank or a helicopter or a plane, and it stopped feeling like a first-person shooter, because if you weren't in a vehicle, it felt like you were at a disadvantage to everybody else. In this one, there's tanks in there, but they don't seem quite as overpowered, and they're not in as abundance as they were in previous games, so I do like that about the game. Now, one of the first things that I noticed when I started up Battlefield 1 is, especially in some of the maps and some of the game modes, it's really hard to see. Your enemies are going to be really small, they're going to blend in with the environment, and it really makes shooting at people very difficult. You really have to watch where you are and kind of check all around you and go slow. You can't just rush in like you can with Call of Duty. So if your playstyle is just the run and gun type, you might not enjoy this game as much as if you enjoy more of a strategy type game. Now, as far as weapons and classes, the game has 4 classes. There's the regular assault class, which uses an automatic rifle. Then there's a medic, which uses a single shot or a burst fire rifle. Then there's the support, which uses a light machine gun. And then finally there's a sniper, which obviously uses a sniper rifle. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes to snipe, one thing that I will mention about this game is sniping is a lot more difficult in this game than it is in others. It takes a lot more to get good at sniping. And the main reason is because this game has weapon drop-off. So if you're sniping at somebody from so far away, you have to aim so much above their head so that the bullet will drop and hit them instead of just aiming straight at them. And that can give a pretty big learning curve to sniping in this game. But once you do get good at it, it's a lot of fun to snipe. Now, one thing that I'm not too happy about this game is it seems like that all the weapons are basically the same, at least in the different classes. So all the sniper rifles feel the same for the most part. All the assault rifles feel the same. when you look at them both in their stats and when you're actually using them, using one weapon opposed to another, it doesn't really feel like one is better or one is worse. So it kind of takes a lot of the fun out of having the multiple weapons, because they all feel exactly the same. They'll just look a little bit different. Alright, so for multiplayer, Battlefield 1 has 6 different multiplayer modes. So the first mode is Conquest, and that's just a simple capture the flag. Second, there's Rush. Rush, you'll have attackers and defenders, and the attacker's job is to blow up certain sites. Now, they'll have a certain amount of lives, and so as a defender, you want to kill them before all the attackers can blow up everything. So once they run out of lives, if everything's still up, then the defenders win. So the next mode is War Pigeons, and War Pigeons is a lot like the Conquest, except for you have to capture pigeons that move around on the site. So it's like a capture the flag, except for the flag is constantly moving. Next, there's just the regular team deathmatch, just 2 teams fighting each other. Next is Domination. Domination is kind of the same as Conquest, except for the maps are smaller. And then finally is Operations. And Operations is what you would typically find in Battlefield. They're bigger, more drawn out fights, and they'll have different modes. Like one, you'll have attackers and defenders, and one of the modes might be to capture all 3 flags. And you have to hold all 3 of them at the same time. Then the next section of that might be to destroy 2 things or destroy 1 thing, and it'll just keep going like that. And it seemed like most of the maps had either 3 or 4 sections, and then the attackers will have tickets again. So if they run out of tickets, then they lose. And I think that you have 3 losses. So you can, let's say that you take the first one as attackers and then you lose. You get another shot and you start off where you left off, and then you go through it again, and then you have 3 tries, continuing where you left off after each try to try to win, and then you switch sides. Now, as far as the campaign mode goes, I actually haven't even opened up the campaign mode in this, but judging from past Battlefield games, the campaign is usually pretty good. I just skipped it because I wanted to jump right into the multiplayer. So overall, if you're new to the Battlefield series and you like the more realistic and slow-paced gameplay, then this might be a game that you would want to check out. But if you've played Battlefield games in the past, this definitely seemed like an upgrade from the last 2 Battlefields that were released. But it's really not that great of a game. With the lack of weapon choices and the pretty steep learning curve when it comes to seeing your enemies, it's a game that can get really frustrating and kind of loses its fun after a while. I played this game a whole lot for maybe about 2 weeks, and then I just got bored with it. So overall, if you like the more fast-paced, and if you're expecting something like Bad Company 2, this probably isn't the game for you. But if you do like the more, like I said, the slow-paced and more strategic gameplay, and you want to get away from the Call of Duty and Destiny type games, this is definitely something worth looking into. If you do want to get it, I would definitely recommend waiting until it goes on sale. It's definitely not something that I would pay full price for right now. And it does have, I think, 4 DLCs that are planned, and I think 2 of them have been released already. The third one either just came out or is about to come out, I believe. So if you can get it with the DLC pack on sale, it would definitely be worth looking into getting. But other than that, I would probably recommend most people to just stay away from this one and kind kind of keep your eye on the next Battlefield that comes out and see if it gets improved. I would really love if they went back to the Bad Company series, because that was one of my favorite games that I've ever played. Alright, well that'll do it for this video. If you've played Battlefield, or if you're interested in playing with it, go ahead and comment and let me know what interested you about it, or what you liked about it or didn't like about it. And if you want to see more review and more gaming videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.